The app that I'm critiquing is called Socrative, and it is a formative assessment tool for teachers to use with their students. It's set up a lot like a Kahoot or a Quizlet or a Quizzes, but there are definitely some differences. So if you want them to take a quiz, they would download the app on their phone, or they would go to the website Socrative.com, and they would put in this code, Mayberry 8447, on their phones or their computers, and then to take the quiz, you pick which quiz you want to looking at. So if we're looking at world facts, you can choose the option of the quiz that you would like them to take. So instant feedback means that they answer the questions in order and they can't change their answers, and then you monitor the progress as the teacher. Open navigation means that they can answer the questions in any order and they can change the answers before they submit them, but you can still monitor their progress. And teacher paced is the teacher controls the flow of the questions and they monitor responses as they happen. So if we do instant feedback, you can require their names or not. You can shuffle questions, shuffle answers, show the question feedback, or show their final score. And you can only turn on one attempt or off if they had the pro feature of this. So if they're taking the quiz, they enter their name. It'll ask them what is the world's longest river. They choose, and you can see in real time what they answer. The diameter of the Earth is 8,000 miles. True or false? What outline of what country is in the picture? They choose from the list of multiple choice. Iceland is the world's biggest island. And then it gives an explanation with it that says Greenland is the world's largest island, measuring in at 836,300 square miles. And then a fill in the blank, the world's largest ocean is and then the students type in their answer. And then you can finish, and you can get reports, view charts, which is a nice feature, just to show you what that quiz looks like. You can edit it, pick the right answer. You can add a picture to go with the question. And also, if you want to give them a quiz without having an already created quiz, you can do quick questions. So you could just ask them out loud a question and say A or B. They choose, and as soon as they submit it, you get live results. You can ask them a true or false the same way, or a short answer, and you can actually type in the question if you want. And they can vote if there's a whole class of people or more than two, or you can hide the names so that if this is displayed on the screen, other kids won't know the kids' answers. So that's a nice feature. You can also do a space race, which would have groups. You pick the quiz that you want them to do, and then you can change the number of teams. You can have it auto assigned, or you can let students choose. You can pick which icon shows up on the screen, and you cannot do a countdown unless you have the pro account. It has to have names, but you can shuffle the questions and show question feedback. And you can have an exit ticket, which I think is a really, really cool feature of this. So it'll ask the students again to enter their name, and I ask them, how well did you totally understand today's material? A, totally got it. B, pretty well. C, not very well. Or D, not at all. So they answer, and you can see, what did you learn in today's class? And they actually type in the answer of what they learned. And then a question that the teacher may ask that out loud, that the students just type and submit their answer, and you can see as soon as they submit it. And again, you can get a report or view a chart. So I think there are a lot of pros in that. It's pretty easy to use. It's pretty user-friendly, but there are definitely some cons. So if you want to create a quiz on different ones like Kahoot or Quizlet, you can just search quizzes, and it will give you all kinds of resources for different quizzes. But on this one, if you want to add a quiz, you either have to create it or import it. And importing it, you'd have to have the actual number from the quiz that the teacher created and type it in that way. So you can't just search a database of all quizzes. And a lot of the more advanced features require you to have a pro account. So you only have one classroom on the free version. You can't create different classrooms. You can only have 50 students, whereas on the pro you can have a bigger student capacity. So it's not the best for a free option in my opinion, but I still think it has a lot of definite positive features, like the exit ticket is one of the biggest pros, I think, in my opinion.